Everyone, welcome to Keeping It LCFC Quarantine Time. Today we are going to look at 5 shirts from the collection in a little bit more detail and just explain a little bit about how I got them, why I've kept them, and just what they are. So shirt number 1, a lot of you will probably have guessed, is the 1992 to 1994 home shirt. It's actually my first ever Leicester kit, so it's quite small. I'd have been between 3 and 5 when I got this. I mean, at the time, like when you look at it on the outset, it's a pretty boring kit, but when you look at the sort of detailing it's got in it, and now it's kind of like, it's nearly 30 years old as a kit. But it's one of my favourites. Like I said, it was the first one I ever had. Actually, really, really like the fox fur pattern they put on it. Actually, in really, really good condition, to be fair. I wore this a lot as a kid, played football in it, ran about in it, so fair play to Fox Leisure for the manufacturing process. The only downer actually is the Fox Leisure logo itself, which is actually really, really faded. Considering it's made out of the same stuff as the badge is in really, really good condition. I don't really know if you can see it, but it's actually embossed, so it's actually like a 3D image, the badge. It looks really, really good. The old school Walker's Crisps logo as well. So back in the early 90s, they were our sponsor. But yes, it's just a really, really nice kit. My first ever one. You'd have seen yesterday there was a white version of this as well, and a yellow one. The white version was my brother's. The yellow version was my dad's. I've got them all at the moment. So we have the whole set of the 1992-94. Made famous by my favourite player of all time, Steve Walsh, of course, in the playoff final, the silencing of the Rams, where he scored a brace. But yeah, so that is the first shirt we're going to show you guys today. Shirt number 2. Now, 50 guesses to guess what it is from this angle, but I actually don't know how I ended up with this shirt or why I bought this shirt, but I kind of fell in love with it at the time. I don't wear it much because it has this double mesh layer instead of a solid panel on the front, which goes all the way up to the sleeves, actually. And it is a Poland international shirt. Again, not 100% sure why I bought it. I've got no affinity to Poland. I wouldn't really say I have any favourite Polish players, with the exception of Marcin Wasilewski, obviously. But I think this was a TK Maxx special. I think it was on their sale rail. I think it cost me like 20 quid. It's got rubberized Puma logos on the centre and on the sleeves. And what I quite like about it actually is it's got the double Poland logos on it. So there's one there, and we just swing round into the actual Poland badge there. But yeah, so it's just one of them shirts that is sort of an impulse buy more than anything. I haven't worn it a lot, or mainly on the account of the double mesh layer. It's very, very see-through, which I assume was a player cooling idea that Puma had. But I mean, for Poland's not exactly warm 99% of the time, so why they need so much cooling? It's absolutely freezing when the wind blows. It goes right through you. But yeah, just a really, really nice, clean shirt. I've always been quite a fan, actually, of the Poland colours in general. I think they work really nicely on a kit. So with the white and the red, with the red shorts as well. But yeah, so that's the second shirt I ended up with. Again, as I said, not really 100% sure how we ended up with it, or why I bought it, but it's pretty cool. I quite like it. Shirt number 3. Now, the reason we've started here is because the size will surprise you. Okay, it's a double XL. However, because the manufacturer is Kappa, the double XL shirt is actually more like a large or a medium. Their shirts are incredibly tight fitting as a general rule, but this shirt actually is really, really nice. It is, of course, AS Roma, so it carries the deep red and orange colours throughout. I want to say it's 2002. I could be wrong. I haven't looked it up again. This shirt I bought, I believe, in Sports Direct, actually. Again, it was quite a cheap one. I think my brother may have even bought it for me. Roma logo is actually really, really cool. So that's Romulus, I think, and his brother feeding from the wolf that brought them up. So it's a really, really nice badge, really, really nice colours. I've always been a big fan of Roma kits. They tend to keep them fairly similar as a general rule. The other really cool thing about this Kappa shirt is how stretchy it is. You could probably stretch this to a quadruple XL, maybe even bigger, and it will spring back to be the right size. It's got the mesh paneling in the underarms and down the sides, nice and solid. The main reason I have this shirt though is not because of the colours, not because of the team, but for this guy. So those of you that have been following my Twitter for a little while will know that Gabriel Batistuta is one of my all-time footballing sort of heroes. I grew up watching him play for Fiorentina. They are my Italian team over Roma. Fiorentina are my Italian team pretty much because of Batistuta. Football Italia on a Sunday morning. I grew up watching him absolutely banging in goals for fun for Fiorentina with the likes of Rui Costa, Francesco Toldo, Jörg Heinrich, Robbiati, Edmundo. There's some really, really good players back then, Fiorentina. But then the Italian league was absolutely stacked full of really, really top-class players. But yeah, so the main reason I have this shirt is the man on the back. It's Gabriel Batistuta, because I don't have a Fiorentina shirt of his name on, because for the time he was at Fiorentina, I was quite young, so I didn't have my own disposable income, so I couldn't buy one back then, and it's just something I haven't got round to now. No prizes for guessing shirt number 4. Those colours are absolutely synonymous with this team. Iconic, very rarely change the design, maybe the location of the stripes, but never really the design. It is, of course, Argentina. Now, I believe this shirt is from 2008. It's got a name and number on the back. But one of my favourite things about this shirt, you can just about see it there, is actually the Argentina badge sort of shadowed into the shirt. Really, really classy touch. I quite like it when kits do this. If it's done right, it looks really, really effective. And there we go, just focus that in better there. So that's one of my favourite things about this shirt. Made by Adidas, my favourite of the kit designers of the sports brands. The crest is absolutely incredible. It's got gold stitching. Really, really nice badge as well. Nice and simple. 2 stars on top, obviously, for the 2 World Cups. 3 stripes on the sleeve. And the famous number 9. Again, no prizes for guessing, but the famous number 9 in question is Gabriel Batistuta. As I said just a minute ago, he is, without a doubt, my all-time favourite Argentinian footballer. Makes it into my top 3 of all-time favourite players. Maybe top 4 now. There's maybe one that might oust him, but not sure. I might have to rejig the rest of the order. But obviously, Gabriel Batistuta was not playing in 2008, but this was actually a Christmas present from my brother. He done well here. Easily one of my favourite presents I've ever got from him. Argentina shirt, number 9 Batistuta. I was wearing Argentina shirts before Messi, before they were cool kids. So yeah, that's one of my part of the reason why I love this shirt. And then it's quite a nice little touch up here. Shame it's only plastic, but cool little Argentina little logo design at the top there. Really, really nice, really, really classy shirt. Stayed in really, really good condition, as you'd expect. With Adidas stuff, really, really nicely made, really well made. Colours have kept their colour really, really well, considering this shirt is now getting on for 12 years old, maybe even older. Like I said, I think it's 2008. But yeah, so that is this one. Shirt number 5, the 5th and final, was one actually I didn't show you guys yesterday. There's a reason for that. I kept a couple of shirts back to show you guys as specials. So this one is Leicester City 125 year anniversary home shirt, 1884 to 2009. As I said about the Argentina shirt, I love it when kits do this. If it's done well, it looks really, really classy. So on the back bottom of the shirt, it's got the Leicester City badge sort of embossed into it. Absolutely love it. Mine is fully personalised with the number 5 and my name, so absolutely world-class footballer. I quite like the Football League numbers. White and gold, I thought they look quite nice on the back of our shirt. Another little nice touch there is the 125 years stitched into the back. Main reason why I kept this shirt out yesterday was because, one, absolutely love the badge. Really, really nice touch actually. The gold stitching in there looks really, really good, and the 125 years is really, really nicely done. Not a bad kit from Joma, nice and simple. Two things I really liked about it. First and foremost, it didn't have a sponsor, which I quite like. I do enjoy football shirts with no sponsors, and as you can see, I actually got this signed when I went to a game in 2012, where I met Steve Walsh, my childhood hero. Muzzy Is It signed it for me. Ali Mocklin, the Birch, signed it for me. Alan Young, I believe that's Richie Wellens, number 19. And then I've got another one down here. I can't quite remember who this is. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, so this one was one of the shirts I got signed sort of in person. But yeah, really, really like it. It was one of my favourite shirts. It will be getting framed one day. But yeah, so it's really, really nice, clean shirt. As I said, love the fact it didn't have a sponsor on it. There was 2 versions of this kit, I believe. One didn't have the... one was sponsored in the end. I think we changed it. But yeah, so nice shirt. Had the white underarms and side panels. But yeah, just a really, really classy shirt. So that's the last of the 5 shirts we're going to show you guys today. Hope you enjoyed looking at them. Because I really enjoyed showing them to you. We'll have more of these videos. I hope it's been sort of interesting for you guys. You've enjoyed having a look. There will be videos, more videos coming out. But yeah, quick refresh. My first ever shirt, an AS Roma, Leicester City 2009, Poland national and Argentina national. Thanks. I hope you're all having... dealing with lockdown okay, you're staying indoors, staying safe, keeping an eye out, keeping your eye out for the NHS really. They're doing a great job. My mum is in hospital at the moment, not with a coronavirus related thing, but those guys are looking after her really, really well. Please, please, please stay indoors. Don't be bending the rules for your own selfish reasons. We do have to try and beat this. There are people, that have obviously already lost their lives. Let's try and make sure that we can prevent anyone else losing their life unnecessarily. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, drop a retweet on the tweet with a video link in it. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks very much, guys. Out.